I'm heading out to Vegas for BetBash 2026. This is the biggest sports betting conference of the year, hosted at Circa on Fremont Street. I'm meeting up with the rest of my business partners from SharpMoney, and for the next few days, we'll be surrounded by some of the smartest and most entertaining people in the sports betting world. The plan is to do some networking, make some new connections, talk about the future of SharpMoney, and hopefully come up with some new big ideas. But realistically, this trip is also going to include plenty of gambling, free drinks, questionable decisions, and drunken late-night sports betting rants that felt way more intelligent in the moment than they do watching them back. So welcome to Vegas and welcome to BetBash 2026. Just landed, flight was pretty good. It was 5.5 hours, made some pretty good time. Heading to pick up my Uber and go down to Fremont Street. This was my room at the D, right on Fremont Street in downtown Las Vegas. The rooms here are extremely affordable. I think mine was under $50 a night, which is perfect because I really only needed somewhere to sleep. My first impression was that the room was very dark. There's a lot of black and dark red, so it definitely had that old school Vegas feel to it. The other thing I immediately noticed was how uncomfortably hot it was in there. But to be fair, it was about 115 degrees outside, so I was just praying that the air conditioner actually worked once I turned it on. Overall, though, the room looked clean. There was a little closet space, and it had everything I needed. The bathroom was probably the nicest part. It looked like that had been recently updated and was surprisingly modern compared to the rest of the room. All right, just got showered up. Feels great after that long flight and all this hot weather. So the agenda today, I'm gonna head down to Fremont Street, the food market. It's about noon right now, and there's a small group of guys that are on X. I think Spanky's gonna be there, and a couple other people that I know doing kind of a small lunch get together. The first open bar or opening ceremonies is tonight for BetBash at Circa, and that is from 6 to 10. So I'll be meeting some guys there as well. I'm meeting the other owners of SharpMoney, and they're landing in an hour or two. So I'm gonna meet up with them, and basically just gonna go check out Fremont Street and link up with some of the other guys and connect with them. So first stop was Taco Escobar. 2 tacos and a beer for $8. You can't beat that. It was also the first time the three of us from SharpMoney were finally together. Shout out to Jeff, who couldn't make it. Then we spent 4 hours at the D's video poker bar, collecting 5 or 6 free drinks. Then it was over to Circa for BetBash's opening night event at the Overhang bar, and yes, it was an open bar. It was a packed room, and our first chance to make connections with some of the guys there. At 1 a.m., these $10 slices were ridiculously overpriced, but worth every penny because I was drunk. All right, back in the room after a long night. Had a ton of fun today. Met Adam and Jay. Spent a ton of time just kind of gambling for a few bucks here and there. We placed some bets at Circa Sportsbook. We gambled at some of the bars at the D. Got a ton of free drinks, a ton of comp drinks, and enjoyed each other's company, plus EV drinks for sure. Then we went to the open bar for the first night of BetBash. Met some really good people, met some old members, met some people that have watched my YouTube channel, which really means a lot. Some people told me how much of an impact I've actually had in their sports betting journey, and kind of how it's changed their lives with the amount of money that they're making. Met with some of the guys from Novig, and met with a lot of different people that were making money in different ways that I never really have thought of. So really interesting there to see different perspectives and see this large group of people that are all profitable sports bettors in some different ways. Met some people that were trying to move money, some people that had outs, some people that are looking for outs. Really cool opening night and cocktail party for BetBash. So excited I went there. Finished up the night with some pizza. I've been up for nearly 24 hours, so definitely ready to go to bed and start tomorrow fresh. It's been a hell of a time so far, night one, and I've been really enjoyed the BetBash experience and just being in Vegas altogether. It's been pretty good, and luckily the AC in the room is actually cranking. It's nice and comfortable in here. Hotel room feels better than it did when I walked in, so overall everything's been great. All right, I'm gonna recap the first night of betting as well. We are up about $75 in Circa sports bets, and I'm probably down about $20 on slots and maybe $20 playing at the kind of little video poker bars to get some free drinks. So overall, first night in Vegas, we're up some money. Not much, but it's something, you know. All right, it's the morning of day one. Survived my first night in Vegas, barely. Had a lot to drink last night, and I got a little headache this morning, but nothing too bad. Just took a shower, so I'm feeling pretty good. Ready for day two. Big day. We have speed networking from 9 a.m. to like noon at the Circa casino. So that's like, I'm gonna meet like 15 people, 5 minutes at a time, connect if we feel like there's a possible partnership or relationship in the future, kind of share contact information and get together, later on the trip or, outside of the trip. Just to have good people in your contacts and a good social network is obviously really important. So that's going to be the first part of today's BetBash event. And then there's a bunch of seminars today. I'm signed up for Henry and Flup down at Novig. They have like their podcast that they're doing kind of a live show for their seminar. Another podcast is Golden Pants and Sports Projections, their podcast there. I'm going to that one. And then there's also like an NFL Power Rankings projection. I forget who puts that one on, but that's one of the other seminars I'm going to. So really excited about BetBash today. Last night was great. Got to meet a ton of people that I've met before or just never put a name to the face type thing. So really excited to continue today. I also was, I had a lot of drink last night, so when I counted up my sports tickets, I don't even know what I said last night. Like I was up like $50. I'm actually up $127 in those sports bets. So that was good to wake up to and be like, realize that I was wrong last night. So I made a little extra money there. I also got like $80 in free play chips that I haven't used yet from the D casino. So yeah, we're doing good money wise. I mean, I probably drank at least 10 plus drinks yesterday for free. So that's good. Getting my money's worth for sure. And sat at the video bar for 3 or 4 hours talking with the guys, playing, dollar blackjack and jacks are better for $1 a play at the D casino, kind of sit there all day long. My voice is kind of all screwed up right now. We spend a lot of time in the D casino, which I actually like. It's like that old school Las Vegas vibe. It's kind of like dark and, but they're smoking allowed. And my lungs are not made for smoke. So my lungs are shot. You can probably hear it in my voice. It's extra deep right now and raspy. I have no waters in my room either, so I gotta go get some waters. I gotta get some cough drops because I'm gonna be talking all day with a ton of people today. So I need my voice, so I need to go get some cough drops and some water to kind of reset here. But really excited for today. We're also going out to the Strip tonight. We're going to the Wynn Casino and going to one of their restaurants there. It's kind of SharpMoney's outing. So it'll be the three of us. Maybe, who knows, maybe someone will tag along with us, but that's going to be our kind of outing. So we'll be spending the night on the Strip and checking that out. Probably the only time we're going to get out there. So that'll be fun. Other thing we did last night right before bed, we grabbed me and Jay, we went and grabbed some pizza on Fremont Street. It was like $10 a slice, but at 1 in the morning, after staying up for 24 hours and having like 10 beers, those pizzas were worth every dollar. We got 2 big slices of cheese pizza. I don't even know where it was from, but definitely worth it.
to get some nice greasy food on me before I went to bed. So great day. I'll keep you guys posted and let you know how the seminars do and stuff like that as well.
I started the day with coffee at Circa, massive screens, laid back chairs, and easily one of the coolest sports books I've ever experienced. Then came speed networking, 15 7-minute meetings paired in groups of 2. I already knew plenty of people, but made great connections with some new ones. I completely lost my voice talking over the room, but it's the perfect opener. You meet everyone quickly, and then you have the rest of the week to connect again. Right after speed networking, we headed over to Victory Burger, which overlooks the Circa Sportsbook, so you can eat while watching all the games. I got a rodeo burger, which was incredible. Jay and I were completely gassed from socializing, so we mostly just ate in silence. This was my first real look around the Circa Casino. It's easily one of the cleanest and nicest casinos I've ever been inside. Then I caught a live seminar featuring the Risk Takers podcast, hosted by Golden Pants and Sports Projections. It's probably my favorite betting podcast right now, so it was awesome to get to watch it and talk to them both in person. All right, we get all dressed up here. We are going out to the Wynn tonight. Myself, Jay's Plays, and Sigma Squirrel. Going out for a SharpMoney dinner at a really nice place. I think it's called Delalia's at the Wynn. I'd be pronouncing that wrong. Anyway, today we did all the speed networking. I met with at least 10 different people in this space, a lot of RFQ providers, a lot of market makers, some sharp takers, some people with a bunch of accounts, some people creating some new products. There's a lot going on. Most of my interactions were great there, so got a lot of good contacts to talk to in the future, reach out to them for different ideas, maybe work together. And then I only went to one seminar actually. It was Golden Pants and Sports Projections seminar there. They did a great job. It was a lot of Q&A. They basically just did a little spiel in the beginning and then answered a bunch of questions. So it was kind of nice to have them interacting with the crowd a little bit. They did a really good job. So shout out you guys for putting on a good live podcast. It'll probably be good to listen to it back again as well. But besides that, going out tonight, I think tonight we're also going to the Legacy Club when we come back from the Win. Edge Boost invited us up there. I think they've got a little private cocktail party going on, and they're one of our affiliates for SharpMoney. A lot of our members use Edge Boost. So they invited us up there, and that should be a fun night as well. So talk to you guys later. I got 5 or 6 bets out there. A lot of MLB unders. Kind of just been degen betting while I'm here. $100 a play. Betting $500-$600 a night, and just having some fun. Not trying to take Circa for all their money, but hopefully small sample size, maybe we'll get lucky with even placing some negative EV bets. Don't recommend it, but we're in Vegas. We're trying to have fun. We're doing a little gambling, so nothing wrong with that. And also, I don't know how the hell Jay's Plays and Sigma did it this morning, because I was just trying to catch up on sleep and make sure I wasn't too hungover. I was walking down Fremont Street at 7 a.m. and here comes Jay running around the corner in his running clothes. The guy already ran 6 miles. I was just getting out of bed, trying to recover from the night before. And then I hear Adam did the same thing. He was up at 5 a.m. lifting weights in the gym. So, I'm slacking here, but I didn't come to Vegas to work out and stay in shape like these guys. I'm here to have some fun. That afternoon, we headed down to the Strip, giving me my first real daytime view of everything from an Uber. Our first stop was the Wynn. The second you walk inside, everything is colorful, immaculate, and unbelievably upscale. Adam hooked us up with reservations at Delilah and treated us to an incredible dinner. It was one of the classiest restaurants and best meals I've ever experienced, so thank you, Adam. And they didn't allow photos or videos inside, but afterwards we headed to the Cosmopolitan. By then, the Strip was completely lit up with the views of Bellagio and Paris at night. We stopped at the Chandelier Bar, a massive multi-level bar completely draped in chandeliers. After a few drinks, Adam somehow led us to a hidden speakeasy tucked away behind the food court. There were no signs, and I couldn't tell you how to find it again. After dinner, we headed back downtown to Circa for a private event hosted by Edge Boost.
We checked in at the Legacy Club, grabbed our first drinks, and got settled in for the Edge Boost event. Edge Boost supplied free drinks, charcuterie boards for everyone invited. We also met some of the Edge Boost team we've worked with for the past couple years. The Legacy Club is easily the best lounge I've ever visited. The atmosphere was incredible, but these outdoor views of Vegas were on another level. We spent the night drinking, connecting, and taking all this in. I finally left Circa around 1 or 2 in the morning and walked straight out into Fremont Street. Somehow it was even brighter than it was during the day, with music blasting and people everywhere. At this point, I had plenty to drink, so I'll let my drunk self explain how the night was going.
All right. I don't even know if you can hear me right now. I'm leaving the Legacy Club at Circa. It was sponsored by Edge Boost. Had some drinks there, met some new people. It says 1 a.m. in Vegas right now. It feels like the middle of the day. The lights are bright. The energy's up. I'm tired as hell. I'm ready to go to bed, but this place is popping.
Back. Long day. Fun day. I don't even know where to begin. Today was awesome. Couldn't imagine a better day in Vegas. I literally don't even know how my bets did today. I placed like 6 bets for $100 a piece. Don't know, don't care. Today was fun. Looking forward to tomorrow and just keep enjoying this experience. At BetBash in Vegas, my first time that I've been out here. That's been a hell of a time. I'm enjoying it.
Holy shit, what a night. Whew. I went to bed like 1 o'clock a.m., which is like 4 a.m. my time. I slept for a good amount of time, 7 hours or so, maybe 6 hours. Pretty sure I'm still drunk right now in the morning. I definitely got a headache. But man, last night was awesome. Hopefully I get the energy to do it again. I've been just laying in my bed since I've gotten up. Slammed like 3 waters. Ate some Chex Mix. I mean, I'm struggling just to get up and moving this morning. Just took a shower though. It's crazy. It's 9 a.m. right here. We got baseball West Coast starting at 9:35. Like I want to get up and place some bets now. I got a meeting with one of the data providers for SharpMoney at 9:30 as well with the other guys. So gonna pull myself together, get out there, start the day. Today's a long day of seminars. There's a few people I want to meet again and continue having some conversations with them. The connections I'm making out here are definitely going to impact not only my own personal betting in the future, but also SharpMoney and maybe like the landscape of our product. Really cool to get out here and meet people doing different things, making money different ways. It just, whether or not you work with someone, just having a conversation can be so big. If it sparks an idea for you, maybe has you looking at the markets or your product in a different angle. So it really just opens my mind to all the, ideas and possibilities out there. I'm sure I had some conversations yesterday that I don't even remember, but man, it's been fun. Trying to push through here. I'm taking it all in. I'm pushing myself to the limit in terms of going out and having fun, getting rest, and also making sure I get the business side of this trip. And all the things that are important for the business as well at the same time. So it's been a great combination. It's been nonstop. I've literally been in this hotel room just to sleep and to shower, and that's it. I mean, we've been out doing stuff. There's so much to do here. So heading out to go meet with the data providers, go hit some bets. I didn't even talk about my bets. I went 3-3 yesterday. So we ended up I went down like $25, and I placed a few dumb parlays too, probably like $25 worth of parlays. So yesterday I probably lost $50 on my bets, so I'm still up $75 overall betting into Circa. I still haven't touched the table game. It's mostly just been hanging out, having drinks and socializing. Definitely want to hit some tables. Blackjack and craps is what I usually stick to here. Table minimums are $10, so we can gamble for a while. Negative EV play, but here to have fun. It's all positive EV. So, all right, heading out now because I got to start moving.
First order of business, placing my early baseball bets at Circa. Then I went to an NFL power ranking seminar, trying to understand the landscape and get prepared for betting the upcoming season. By 2 o'clock, we were extremely hungover and finally ready to risk putting some food in our stomach. I went with the Reuben at Saginaw's, and thankfully, it was very good. Right after lunch, I hit one of my favorite machines, the Bubble Craps, and turned $100 into $200. Not a bad way to start the day.
All right, day of the seminars is over. I actually skipped a couple, went to grab lunch and stuff, so I didn't go to all the seminars that I signed up for. More of a laid back day, just trying to recover still from yesterday. Then I go down to Circa Stadium Swim, where we have an open bar there. It's like 115 degrees out though, so we'll see how long I last. Didn't bring sunscreen either, so probably shouldn't be outside for more than 10 minutes or so, but gonna head down there. I'm really excited just to kind of see what the place looks like. Massive pools, huge screens, and we got football on tonight. NFL preseason Hall of Fame game tonight, so excited to watch that. Threw a little money on the Panthers, we'll see what happens.
So we headed up to Stadium Circa Swim to spend the afternoon recovering. It's a collection of pools built around an absolutely massive screen showing multiple games at once. We grabbed a few buckets of high noons and stayed in the pool for the entire game, which was about 3 hours long. Thankfully, the clouds kept the 110-degree heat manageable, easily one of the best hangover cures imaginable. After Stadium Swim, I headed back down Fremont Street towards the D, where we finished the night the only appropriate way. More drinks and more gambling.
All right, I'm wrapping up night 3 of BetBash. I'm in much better shape today. We've been out pretty much gambling and drinking, but at a much lower pace. I think the night before, I was drinking just like whiskey on the rocks, old fashions. It was so many of those drinks, probably too strong. So we stuck to some light beers and high noon today, just to get through the day. We were over at Stadium Swim. That was a really fun event. Really cool views. We got to watch the Hall of Fame game on a massive monitor outside. Panthers won, which is great. We had them. We watched a bunch of the baseball games that were going on as well. Those didn't fare too good for the SharpMoney team. We had a lot of line exposure on the White Sox money line, and they did not come through. They lost in the 12th inning. That's besides the point, but it was really good atmosphere, really fun to be there, and great event. I might go out there back to Stadium Swim tomorrow for the early games. There's not much going on tomorrow for BetBash. There's like 4 big panels out there. Maybe I'll pop into 1 or 2 of them, but for the most part, it's an open day tomorrow. We have the Legacy Club black tie event tomorrow night, open bar for VIP only guests, so that's gonna be really exciting. And there's the Hall of Fame dinner as well, so a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. Gambling wise, an absolute great day. Made some money playing craps. I probably went up about $500 playing craps, made $100 or $200 playing blackjack. So it was just a really good day in terms of that. I actually made like $180 also betting Circa Sports. So it was, solid day overall. I'm definitely up a decent amount of money on this trip and having fun and getting a ton of free drinks. So it's been great. So tonight, it's 2 a.m. We still stayed up pretty late, but this feels like refreshing to me. Like relaxed. Came back to the room. I still got my drink. Just actually being able to sit in this room for 30 minutes before I go to bed and just I don't know, maybe get some shit together and just relax a little bit is nice. So overall, it's been great. Tomorrow's the last full day. Just gonna take it in. We're gonna have some fun. That Legacy Club event is from midnight to 3 a.m. So I gotta stay up kind of late. So definitely pacing myself tomorrow. But everyone, the vibe kind of changed today. Not only in my group and myself, but also a lot of the BetBash people, where it's like we've been here for 3 days, and when, you know, obviously you get to Vegas, you're super excited and you want to kind of go hard and have a ton of fun. And yeah, a lot of people did that the first 2 nights. And today was the first day, like everyone was kind of bogged down. Like I was in recovery mode, didn't eat until like 2 p.m. because I didn't know how that food was going to sit in my stomach. But you can just tell, like, even I'm a pretty social person, probably more social and extroverted than a lot of people here, just by nature. And even for me, it's been so much networking and socializing where I just didn't want to even like go out and talk to people all day long. Maybe that was part of the hangover as well. But I could tell everyone was kind of in a lull today, which probably makes sense. The first 2 days, like, everyone's excited. Tomorrow's the last day, though. Put myself in a good position where I'm gonna get some sleep tonight. Don't have anything to wake up to for the most part. Didn't overdrink, didn't overdo it tonight, and still had a bunch of fun. So that's probably the correct way to have most nights. But we lived it up the first couple nights, and it was a good time. So anyway, that's the recap. Tomorrow should be a good day, and I'm up a ton of money. I mean, I brought a couple $1,000s, assuming I was gonna lose $300, $400, $500 a day, just having fun. But today was the first day I even hit a table, blackjack and craps. We've just been socializing and pretty much take advantage of free drinks and complimentary drinks and enjoying our time here. So no, it's been great, and looking forward to tomorrow. Honestly looking forward to getting home on Saturday. There's a lot going on here. It's a lot of fun, but I like routine, and I like to stick to my schedule and kind of just chill. I haven't had an opportunity to do any work, check Discord messages, questions from members. So I just feel like kind of out of the loop. I've been just dialed in here, but overall, it's been great. All right, it's the last day of BetBash. Had a really good night last night. Got a lot of sleep this morning. This is the most well-rested that I felt on pretty much this whole trip, besides when I landed here. Actually, I was pretty tired from when I landed too, because I was up at like 2 a.m. that night as well. So I actually feel in the best shape that I've been this whole trip. Went to only one seminar today. It was market making seminar. Had some guys from Kalshi, Matchbook, and I forgot the other guy name, something I Am a Whale or something like that. Really very interesting, actually. Most of them not even like automating a lot of their systems, and really just taking almost very little margin and just pushing tons of volume, hedging off all the risk and not taking big positions, which is interesting because a lot of the other big market makers that I've spoke to at BetBash seems like they're really lacking on their risk management systems, and pretty much some groups didn't even seem like they knew where their exposure was, for the most part, and like how to adjust off of exposure. But I think the overall thing I took away was there's just so much rec flow that you can, as long as you have your hand in every single pot, and you have so much volume out there, and maybe you get taken 10% sharp flow, 90% rec flow, you'll do fine even if you have the money. And having so much volume out and across different combos, if you're making RFQs, is risk management in itself, just by spreading your exposure thin. Anyway, so that was interesting for sure, and I like that one quite a bit. Then I kind of have like a little announcement to make right now. Actually, we are hosting an NFL Survivor tournament this year for both SharpMoney members and free members. How this tournament is going to work is, if you are a SharpMoney member,
Pro or Alpha, I think we haven't dialed it in yet, but there'll be a $4,000 prize pool. You'll get a few entries, and then there'll be a $1,000 entry level as well. Sorry, a $1,000 prize pool for anyone, the public, anyone that wants to join in for free. And along with like having that contest, we were doing a weekly Survivor show as well. So we are bringing on a new content creator, so you guys will not just see my face anymore. Zunaid is his name, and he has a background in broadcasting. I think you guys will like him a lot. I spent a lot of time with him at BetBash here. He's a great dude and knows his shit. So we're excited to bring him on and kind of help us get our content game going. So we're gonna do that, weekly show, talk about the leaderboard, talk about teams' up and coming schedules, talk about who we like in what spot and things like that. So it's going to be really interesting whether you are in the tournament or not. I think it'll bring some value to NFL Survivor and picks in general. So I think that's something that people will like. But I'm really excited to, pretty much announce that because I hope that reaches a broader audience and we can get the name of SharpMoney out there a little bit better. So that's going to be a new show. We got a bunch of new content coming in, trying to get ready for the NFL season. So overall, everyone went back to their rooms today, or after the kind of the seminar and lunch. We ate at 8 East, which is like a Thai place at Circa. Really good. Had some Dan noodles. I'm a sucker for ramen and some Thai food in general, so that was really good. But everyone is, last day. Everyone's not in as good shape as I am, but everyone's eager to kind of get back to work. So I think both Adam and Jay headed back to their rooms to work on the projects they got going on. As I'm recording this video, I'm also uploading stuff to my laptop. I'm going to start editing this video as well. So that's kind of what I'm going to do for the next couple hours, is upload all this stuff and start getting this video ready. And then tonight we have the Sports Betting Hall of Fame induction and dinner, which is a black tie event. So that's something a little out of my element. I'm going to be dressed to the nines here. And I'm really excited for that. And then at Legacy Club at Circa, going to end with an open bar up there. That runs till 3 a.m. My flight tomorrow is around noon. So I should still have, if I stay up pretty late tonight, I should have some time to get some sleep before my flight. So really excited for that event tonight. Excited to just chill out for a little bit and probably go do a little more gambling tonight. But I mean, it's been such a good trip. I think everyone's ready to go home. A lot of people I talked to, said their social batteries kind of running out right now. But we all, I've enjoyed talking to so many people. But too much of one good thing can be bad. So ready to kind of dial it back a little bit and sit in silence for a little bit. So, all right, I will check in probably tonight, and there'll be, I'll give a little recap on how the rest of the trip went, and we'll go from there. One last time in my favorite seat, the video poker bar at the D, watching the games, playing hands of blackjack, and enjoying some free drinks. Then it was time to trade the t-shirt in for a suit and get ready for the Sports Betting Hall of Fame dinner, one of the biggest events of the entire weekend. The room was packed with some of the biggest names in the sports betting industry, all together to celebrate the people who had built it. Our table had cocktail shrimp, salad, bread, wine, an open bar, and dinner was chicken and beef with mashed potatoes and green beans, followed by some chocolate lava cake topped with some gold flakes. After a great dinner and ceremony, we headed back up to the Legacy Club, which quickly has become my favorite place to end every night in Vegas. The atmosphere here was incredible all week. Great drinks, great people, and the perfect place to relax after a full day of BetBash. I also got a photo with Spanky, the man who created BetBash and continues to host this amazing event every year. And this is what makes the Legacy Club so special. An incredible outdoor space overlooking the city with some of the best views you'll find anywhere in Las Vegas. A special thank you to Adam, Jay, and Jeff, my business partners, for not only an unforgettable week, but for everything we've built together. It has truly been an honor and a pleasure working with you guys. I wish Jeff was here and could have experienced this week with us and been in this picture. Hopefully we can get him out here next year. We also had a great time hanging out with Zunaid and Ed. One of the best parts of this trip was getting to spend time with both old and new friends. In the middle of the Legacy Club is an incredible display containing 500 2-ounce gold bars. The value updates in real time, and while we were there, it held more than $4.3 million in gold. Around 1:30 in the morning, I staggered out of the Legacy Club in a full tux and headed back down Fremont Street to the D. When I got to my room, I realized I had chips and a ticket from Circa that I still had to cash. So I walked all the way back, and naturally, the blackjack table called my name. I sat down and went up about $250 right away, but I gave some back and finished the night up another $100. It's funny, no matter how drunk I am, apparently I can still count to 21 pretty well. Then I finally made it back to my room, and I promised you guys some long drunken late night rants, and unfortunately, I'm a man of my word. I don't recommend recording yourself drunk at 4 in the morning and posting on YouTube, but here we go. Please do not quote me on any of this as I reflect my trip and the Sports Betting Hall of Fame.
That made the Hall of Fame. They were all of the regular, I would say, bettors were, modelers that found value to the market, and the sports books kind of respected their action and moved off their action very early. Every single story was just about these guys would be standing in line at 7 a.m. On a Monday morning when the lines opened for NFL a week later, and there was such a good relationship between the sports book and the sharp better, and they had a good relationship where maybe if you were the third person in line, you didn't get the line you wanted because two people in front of you bet at the same side and moved it. So really interesting, and they didn't know. I mean, it's such a different time when information moved so slow. They didn't know maybe what Caesars was doing versus what MGM was doing, and I don't know all the sports books that were around back in the day, but there weren't odd screens to look at. Information moved a lot slower. I mean, we are talking nowadays about milliseconds being the difference. Like, if I am 1 or 2 seconds behind on data, on information, don't bother betting. So the sharper guys back then, they were way ahead of their time, and it was just such a different situation, or such a different strategy of betting back then. And obviously the guys today are way more technical, way more advanced than any of the old school guys, but they were way ahead of their time back in the day, and they kind of paved the way for sports betting in general. I think one of the guys started the offshore sports books, and without offshore books, none of what we're doing today would be possible. So right now, I mean, there's a huge gap between like old school style betting and what is popular now and what's profitable now, where it's just like you need the speed and you need the information faster than ever. But there's so much opportunity now as well, because you don't have to compete against a book like you did back in the day, where maybe you had to pay minus 110 every bet you took. Where if you want to lay minus or plus 105, someone else gets minus 105. There's a lot of rec flow. It's just really interesting. So honestly, the Hall of Fame dinner was great. It was said like this is the greatest sports betting conference in the world, and to be a part of that is very cool. I mean, these are the top 500, 800 people at what we do. So just be surrounded with these guys, a ton of fun. So with all that being said, like Hall of Fame dinner, absolutely great. Yeah, I think even Circa kind of said like, are we running out of room? Like the overhang bar, that was jammed packed. Like I was shoulder to shoulder with everybody in there. It's like we're almost running out of space here. I don't know how much more you can build this event up, but if that's the goal, I mean, the sky's the limit, really. But really cool. Other thing I took away from Hall of Fame dinner was one quote, and I can't remember who it was from off the top of my head here, but it was a quote, and I'm paraphrasing here. It was, it's not about how much money you make. It's about how many people's lives that you positively affect. And that one kind of hit home with SharpMoney, which is our plus EV tool. And you know, like I've kind of really regretted not just building out like 1 million accounts and just top down betting my edges and scaling to like oblivion. Because I've made so much on like a P1 account, and I've never been driven to keep building accounts. And that, talking to people here, it's like, I hate to say it, but it's like fairly easy to make money betting on sports if you're kind of sharp, and as long as you can gain accounts, you can really scale quickly. And I've seen a lot of people do that here, and I've seen a lot of people be successful. But that quote sticks with me, where it's like, yes, I could have sent my career to only bet my own accounts and bet 12 other accounts. I had one group come up to me where, I'll just shout them out. Brendan and Mitch, I think it's from, I forget what their server's called, like Snake Bets or something from Canada. And Brendan was so grateful to me over and over throughout this journey, where it's like he found my YouTube channel like 3 years ago, and I was talking about plus EV betting and Pinnacle moving their line and why you should bet on DraftKings and FanDuel and Caesars against Pinnacle, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, and he surpassed me. Like, he learned that information and then started his own group and his own outs and scaled it to be very, very profitable. But he came back and thanked me for just getting him started. And I could thank a dozen people. I could thank Rob Pizzola from Circles Off. I could thank Captain Jack from Unabated. I could thank Alex Monahan from Odds Jam, Billy from Odds Jam, and a few other people in the industry where I listened to them talk years ago about plus EV betting, and they helped me create my own content. A lot of their ideas and a lot of their videos obviously inspire, you know, what I know and what I try to teach today to my members. So shout out to those guys. My goal is to make, you know, $10,000 to $20,000 a year part-time as a sports bettor, and that's kind of just what I'm teaching everyone. It's like, you see these people on Twitter, I see the people here, they're building out dozens and dozens of accounts, they're making millions of dollars. The average person, they don't want to do that. They want to keep their own accounts, they want to bet what they want to bet, and they want to make money. They want to make $1,000 a month. They make $12,000 a year. Like, how can you not be happy with doing something you love and making a decent amount of money?
All right, I'm back in the office. What a fun week. If you are still watching and you just watched that like 10-minute long drunken ramble, I appreciate you for sticking it out to the end. I didn't record any footage of my way home because I was just a mess that morning. Just wanted to get on the flight. Didn't want to talk to anyone. Just wanted to get home. It's like 3 days from when I landed. I'm still recovering. I came home and slept from like 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Got a nice 12 hours of sleep. Still wasn't enough. It's like a full week recovery after that trip. But it was a ton of fun and met some awesome people. If you guys are looking to learn how to become a sharper bettor, check out our free Discord down below. We're a community full of sharp bettors who are all trying to be profitable and help each other out. Appreciate you guys watching this video. Leave a like and a comment if you saw something funny, or if you were a BetBash yourself, please let me know down below. I'll see you guys on the next one.